Alright, hello once again YouTube. Welcome to another little subscriber craft catch up. I'm here with one new guy who's seems to be on and off at the moment. I don't know whether he's having some connection issues. We've got Hedward in the chat. And we've got Mew actually in voice chat as well.
Hello.
I'll try and remember to switch between the two chats occasionally. Annoyingly, I can't have the list of craft after review up and the thing at the same time. Right, so as usual, we'll do them in order. So we'll be starting with, and I need you guys to remind me to not forget the Hydra remake, which is another one I've got to have a look at because I think I forgot to before. At the end of all this, because it's not in the actual thing. So it is first. That's the bottom. It is, I think it's the dock stuff. Yeah, so the dock's got 3 more to show off. I'm trying to convince him to actually show up in the videos, but he's apparently a bit shy, so I guess we'll just have to settle for looking at his work. There's the Game House Class Patrol Boat as our first one. So I think this might be the smallest of everything he's built so far, at least. So
Oh, it's an actual boat this time.
Yeah. I guess yeah, I was going to say, invisible rams on the front, as is tradition. We've got small launchers, we've got one of his signature energy weapons. We've got a portal on the back. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a tour, because we always tour these ones. He always puts weird stuff in them. Cute little pot plant that I've not seen before. TV screen. He said apparently, yeah, all the... Turn on? Apparently all of the ones he's done have a vid screen in them, but I don't know whether I've just broken that by... Apparently they've all got something in them, but I guess I've accidentally broken that by doing that. We'll try it on the next one, I guess.
Nice work.
Oh, it's the fridge, is it? Yeah, so we've got a fridge, we've got a little bed. Okay, so it's got a little cabin. Someone to work from.
Disappointing you can't open the fridge.
Yeah, I thought there might have some food in it. Toilet, as is tradition. You don't get that indoors. Everything else is, but if it's Category 4 hurricane outside, nah. You gotta go, you're going there. Yeah, so quite a small interior on this one, I think.
Quite a small ship, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, tiny compared to some of his, so... I guess this is going to be 90%... Oh, it's armor, actually, mostly. Say 90% generator, knowing his ships. No, this one's a bit different. It has got
a lot of heavy armor.
Yeah. Let's give it a bit of a try. This won't be a immediate blowout, I don't think. Oh, Jesus Christ. Clipping the volume on my headphones, that particle cannon noise. So apparently it's a particle cannon, not a laser.
Oh, it's a ram craft. It's actually trying to go for a ram.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it did say something on the description about running enemies out of the way. That may have been more literal than I realised. Of course, he's collided with the Marauder's rams, so... It's a knockout punch to himself, actually. I think on that one. I think he actually came up worse there, but... I can certainly see the idea, and it would work well against things that weren't equipped the same way. Yeah, not too much to say on that. Very cute. Yeah, it did take some damage in the ramming. Looks to be all well set up. The turret didn't lock up, so he's properly angle limited it and everything. Yeah. Is this something below the water as well? What is this? Oh, repair units. The rainbow repair crew, I guess.
The dream team.
Yeah, the lasers changing colour as they fire. Yeah, well, the hands are changing colour as they fire as well. I know it turned out pretty well. Yeah, it's a fairly sturdy looking little craft for its size. Now, 80,000, I think this is one of the more reasonably costed things he's built as well. They're normally pretty expensive. What's next? There's 3 of these, and then it'll be on to one of our new guys, I think. Oh yeah, he's in
I
chat.
have noticed this stuff is super, like, volume dense.
Yeah, it is really sort of packed in. Like you say, yeah, dense. He's on... no empty space, apart from when he puts the backrooms or something just in his craft for no reason. I guess people stumble into now. This is... Notably a very different shape to the other things he's built. It's the Gazon class anti-airship. Bit of a sort of a little bit tadpole-ish looking or something. Visible rams. Oh, I like that. Bit Zaku looking that one.
That's...
I guess this one's a drone. Oh, is it because this one doesn't have a proper interior? Is this actually a drone ship?
Might make sense. Quite big for a drone ship, though.
Yeah, or at least I guess like in lore-wise anyway, I guess it's meant to be like an AI. Yeah, I'm not seeing any interior on that one, so I guess this is the first of his ships we've seen that doesn't have somewhere to tour around. But yeah, it looks to be primarily a wedge with a sensor system and an anti-aircraft weapon. I think this one actually is a laser.
Probably one of the best anti-air weapons is lasers.
Yeah, you can't
if not
dodge.
the best.
Wait, what? Nexus of Ducks. Apparently the AI is called that. Okay. Spawning a bunch of dusters. Let's see how he does. Oh god. Yeah, disco laser. Ah! Dual purpose. Oh, got some missiles as well. Not a lot, but
Quite loud.
yes. The accuracy is... I'm guessing it's shooting things I can't see, but the accuracy seems a little questionable. Oh yeah. Yeah, chasing the smoke trails. That said, seems to be quite a confident little anti-airship. Oscillated homosexuality. Even that could be done better by robots now. Yeah,
Oh
no.
god.
Cute little drone. It is somehow about half as much again as the previous ship, despite being quite a bit smaller. I'm guessing that's the laser. Yeah, volume of not very much though. Very small, very cute. Much laser. I think the next one might actually be the smallest one he's built because it's the fighter. Phaeton, I believe that's the one. Let's double check. Half submissions, yes. It's a little... Oh, he's got an escort. Ah, I thought that was just another one of his planes he'd put in the thing, but it's actually got a couple of escort fighters. It's got 3 craft.
Probably a particle cannon bomber, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yes, could be. So these are a little bit Ace Combat looking almost, just a bit more colourful.
Very Dorito shaped.
It looks a bit like the MQs. They've got a turret in here. I've discovered by complete accident. Rail launcher. Ah, so it's got missiles. Oh, it's a firing arc thing, so it only fires forwards. Gotcha. Rail gantry. Yes, it looks like 2 missiles in each, or 4 missiles in each. Or at least 4 launchers. And then this little guy. Again, no interior. I guess we've been through the biggest of those. Or at least he's maybe saved the one for later, but let's have a little look on the inside of this one. We've got missiles at the top, custom jets for propulsion, or maybe power generation. We've got, yeah, battery power. I've got steam turbines as well. It's got everything.
Particle cannon.
Particle cannon? Oh, yes.
On the bottom.
Oh, yes. Quite a big one, too. So, oh, short range things. That's interesting. And we've got some everything missiles by the look of it.
A few of them? Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess those hadn't loaded in while it was paused. Yeah, just a few missiles. Yeah, no wonder this thing cost twice as much as that surface ship. Although I guess that's maybe including the other 2 fighters as well. I like the trails. That's a bit like, have you ever seen the, what's it called, Tron Legacy?
I have not, but I kind of understand what you're getting from.
Yeah, so they did the bikes thing where the bikes leave the trails behind like you'd expect for Tron. But one of the bits I love, and I'm sad they didn't do again, they did it with planes as well. They did like a dogfight where they were still leaving the trails behind them. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Well, it very clearly shows a turning circle.
Yeah. Let's load in some Gothers and see how we do. So immediately noticing very maneuverable for the little guys. The big guy is taking hits, but I think he's resisting quite well. It's got shields. Are both drones in play, or did we lose one quite quickly? No, they're all in play. It's a bit hard to see them fight because they're so quick, but they're definitely doing more damage. I'd be a bit sad if they weren't, frankly. Yeah, look at them go. They're way faster. Oh, jeez. That flick turn
that's
almost...
very dead.
Yeah. Jeez, these things are explosive. That flick turn it did almost looked a bit like the ones from Cyphia. Those are like tiny fighters that do the little, like, speed turn. Oh, it's taking damage, actually. Oh, dear.
That's not good. It's just a scratch. It'll be funny.
Yeah. Nothing the power of debug repair. Or the power of debug repair can't fix. Okay, so a little explosive. I can see why it has the escort fired, as it is clearly a bit more vulnerable than the others. Go and get the particle cannons off. I think it's died already. Yeah, it looks like it was trying to close distance. Let's do maybe something that's a bit less good at engaging air targets. See if we can get those see those cannons in action. Would have done that early on if I'd remembered about it.
Well, it's got butt missiles.
Yes. Yeah, there are like launch pads to fire backwards, right? I never use them, but
Oh, there we go.
non-rainbow lasers, that's unusual. Is everything okay? Or maybe or it could be that whatever colour change he's got set up got conked out in the crash, honestly. Wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say those three are looking pretty good. Looks like I don't know if he's just been on a bit of a small craft kick, or whether that's just the ones he has left at this point, but... next is some from Kevin. He's submitted a couple. First up, I'll do these in order to put them in. The Carronade. So I think I've seen... I think I've seen this submitted. Jeez. I guess some of the red sticks. Covered in quotes, which I'm noticing as from the depths interesting rendering. With the water not overlaying properly. Not bothered about reading all those because there is a lot of them. I will have a look at the interior in a minute, but let's have a look at the outside. So we've got nice little small turret Gatling guns.
Kevin really likes his Burt guns.
These I like. These are canted launchers in the deck.
Oh god, that's a lot of them. 8 large missiles.
Yeah.
What are they?
They are... Oh, the torpedo. Oh, secondary torpedo. There's a secondary torpedo prop now? How long has this been in and I haven't known about this?
A long time.
God, I missed that one, clearly. Oh, well, does it turn into one if you...
It'll just... If it can fly, it flies with the missile, but if it goes into the water, it can use a propeller to push it out of the water.
See, I'd be very tempted to try and make Astarock with that. You know, the ones that are like missiles until they get near the target and then they dive. That could be kind of cool, although I don't know how you do it. Lure receiver, so they're lure guided. That's interesting. And explosives. So those are probably quite mean. They could probably do anti-submarine and ship, I'm guessing, if they're lure guided.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. No interior view. I thought there might be the one way. Oh, I can't get out the chair. Oh, no, I just can't move, apparently. What the heck?
There might be some, like, invisible blocks.
Ah. The deco might be... Yeah, it might be that the interior is semi-fake to, Yeah, it is. Okay. That's fair enough. I think he's designed this thing probably for gameplay more than wandering around on it. Are there any interiors we can wander around on? Not seeing anything that specifically looks like it. Okay, so we'll just overview the systems on it. So we've got some small launchers here, which are interceptors. Oh, that is actually a missile. So we've got a target. What do you call them? Decoy.
Yep.
Decoys, more interceptors. Yep. It's got redundancy. Spotlights. Oh, is this a plane? Oh, this is the VTOL thing you were showing off as well. medical. Oh no, it's just a cross. I thought it might be medical, but no, it's an actual combat one. Are these missiles, or do they just look like them? Just looks like them. Okay.
Well, it might be missiles. There might be just super deco hidden though.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yes, I don't see anything particularly. Is there anything under the water? Is that something? Sonar? Ah, it's a nicely hidden sonar. Ah, no, we got something. Torpedo decoys? Yeah, torpedo decoys. Interceptors.
Interceptors.
Double radar. That's, I'm guessing, a decoy as well. Yep. Oh, sonar. Targets him. Ah,
A lot
yeah.
of reinforced bodies on it.
Yeah, I guess the idea is, like, because of the damage from torpedoes, I guess you need that many for it to take a hit or two, maybe. Yeah, very pretty looking. Very modern sort of style design, but I like it. I do have a bit of a soft spot for modern missile craft, so... Oh, look at those. Oh, those are very pretty looking. I do like the deco. It's even got a little camera in it. But yeah, can't fault Kevin for the deco at any rate. He does do very good on that. Oh, and the actual tilt rings, tilt forwards as well. Oh, mind you, he does some of the actual like in-game craft, right? So
yeah. Oh god, that's a disc gun. I think. It blew out like 4 shells.
ah. Let's see. I'm guessing it's covered in. It's got thrusters under the water as well, given how it's turning. So just that quick. No, it doesn't. Ah, they probably are. They're probably hidden behind here.
But it just
I think
took a lot.
I think it got hit by its own missile trying to cut across the bow there, I think is what happened. It took the nose off. Okay, so a little vulnerable to friendly fire, but otherwise, quite a spooky looking little craft. Seems quite strong. The other one he submitted is the cold bait. Looks to be a similar, yeah, similar to the line, a bit smaller. Yeah, smaller ship of a similar class. That's more like, oh, it's a laser. That looks like a little, okay, so we've got a little pulse laser. Got EMP explosive radar missiles. I love these little spinning radar, they're very nice. It's almost a little bit Stormworks looking the way this one's decorated. Is that everything on this one though?
Check the firepower and see if it has anything else.
Oh, does it tell you?
Or press C and you can see the firepower on our other thing, V. Yeah.
Oh, does it tell you? Ah. Why would it be?
It's a firepower thing. You have to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, total firepower. Missiles,
Missile and
lasers.
laser. Okay, so I guess it's just those two. Nothing underwater. Any decoys? We've got maneuvering thrusters. No. Oh, that's interesting. It's not just looking down into the water, it's the other way round as well.
That makes sense.
Oh, this is a gap. What the heck? Why is there just a hole? I know it's for the partly for the look, but there's just a hole in the armor there. That's kind of weird. Oh, maybe it's invisible, I suppose, though. I was wondering if that was something, but no. Okay, we'll throw this one up against Marauder as well. Like, not necessarily too much to say on this one. It's quite similar. The laser's probably better at AA. Otherwise, armament looks quite similar. Those would probably be extremely nasty if they weren't finding something primarily made of wood. Laser is doing about 2k damage a pulse, which is pretty alright, I think.
I think it's about a metal block per hit, so.
Is that kind of what we're going for?
No idea, it just seems like a decent idea.
Yeah, I suppose that checked out. Yeah, if you could punch, I guess if you could punch through a 4-meter beam with each shot, that would be like a good chance to do some damage. I don't know how much power you need for that. It's one of these things, it's like, I'm sure people who know the game really well know this stuff, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely not one of them.
Maybe they need like a competitive craft building guide as a like extra tutorial set. Like here's how to build some really good stuff and here's a load of tricks you'd want to know kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
I'll add that.
You're hard pressed to find that.
I'll add that to Plasma on things I really wish we had. Okay. Very cute. I think the next one is... Yeah, the next one or two are tanks, I believe. So let's find that bit of land that is extremely bright. Still don't know what's going on with the lighting here. Right. This is the first one from the new guy who is in chat. Which I've been forgetting to check. Oh, ironically doing this right after Krauser's. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he had heard about the stuff going on with the beef with those two, but yeah. Irony. Secondary probes good for submarine VLS. I should put my destroyer. Can I still submit it on stream? Yeah. Go ahead, man. Sorry it took me this long to notice it, but yeah, go ahead. Oh god, I've forgotten what the craft was now. It's the LT1 from Ahmad Gaming's buy, or B. I'm not quite sure. Hang on, do I not have this? LT1 Armadillo? Oh, I've missed it. Whoops. We'll add it to the list now. Files. Is it LT1 Armadillo? No, that's the wrong set of builds. That's yours. Yes, no, go ahead and, if you want me to cover it, go ahead and throw it up in a thing. Oh. Oh, because it's a backup file. Okay. I think he's accidentally put the wrong one up. There we go. That's why I couldn't see it. Okay, hopefully it loads okay. Yep, I think we're good. This is the, yeah, LT1 Armadillo blueprint. Well, it says blueprint, I don't think it's meant to say blueprint, but camoed log, so you don't actually smash it on the ground. I was wondering about that. Very heavy on the deco, I'm noticing immediately. Ah, and he's got a little automated turret wiggle. So, yeah.
There's less paint.
Second?
I don't know if... Well, not well... a lot less paint on this. Not painted at all.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Unpainted. Interesting.
Looks nice, though.
I like the cargo stowage. That's really nice. Yeah, very, very heavy deco. For having no paint, actually. Unusual amounts of deco. Nice little looking smoothbore gun. What actually is this? It's a 142 advanced cannon.
It's a small gun.
A little 60mm auto gun. Yeah, not a huge gauge, but pretty high fire rate. It's basically one every just under 2 seconds. It's not huge, but it's reasonably solid looking. Let's have a little... classify this as a light. Oh, look at that! Look at that gun tracking. Beautiful. Oh boy. Godly mode. Although I will note, just took a Marauder shell. Fine. Commander David.
It's getting quite close. Wow.
Yeah, engaging at pretty much point blank. Yeah, so survived a Marauder cram hit, so very good armor. Just gonna put the chat back up.
It looks like it's got some heavy armor on it.
Yes, yeah, in the center specifically. And a bit of ERA as well. Ping, ping, ping. Yeah, the damage it's doing with each shot is quite good as well. What's that main gun firing? Steal the shell for damage tank Tawny if it wasn't for the fact that he's already close to increase. No, he wouldn't do that. Save.
Ooh, single heat.
Yeah, that's unusual, right? Because you lose power with combining explosives and Sabo.
Yeah,
They should
but
have
it's not
great.
entirely terrible.
They should have great AP though. Yeah, AP 40 from the shell, so it punches a metal block.
I don't know about stacked, maybe, because stacked metal is 48.
Yeah. Secondary heat penetration 19. I don't know how much the secondary charge is doing, but the damage in practice is quite good. Maybe it's like just...
Sable secondary heat can definitely do some damage.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's because the internal components are so fragile, maybe it still does enough to kill them even with a small amount of damage. They'll punch through a block and then leave the cone on the other side of it. Pure heat shell will be better, Edward says. Yeah, that's my suspicion. Obviously I haven't built this tank, I haven't tested it, but I think it sounds like, yeah, pure shell either way would have made them better, but hey, I mean, he's doing okay damage.
One big thing about Sabo is that it's the reduction in losing damage from slopes, which is huge for tanks, because if you're using like 4-meter wedges, you're almost reducing like AP, just normal AP head from a ridiculous amount of damage, but if it's a Sabo, it almost nullifies that angle.
Right.
So I think it's a big reason why you do that.
he has indeed thrown up his destroyer, so we'll add that to the... I'm pretty sure it's one of his files, so the ICC remorse. Oh, remorse even. Not remorse. Okay, in fact, are all the ones left his? No, there's one from me as well. So, but the next one is one of his again. It is the CV-1 combat engineering vehicle. Now, I like combat engineering vehicles. I like stuff like the Centurion engineering one. I can't remember what it's called, but I typically like these with the short barrel and the dozers and things. So, this one's actually smaller, I think. This one's actually very small. Despite having a very big gun.
Like googly eyes, oh my god.
Okay, it's kind of has. He kind of looks like he's got eyebrows as well.
No, in the front with a plow.
Oh god, how did I miss that? I'm sorry, I can't unsee the eyebrows on the turret. The smoke launchers.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see that.
Okay, so cute. Love this. Little little warning siren. Very, very nice on the deco again. I do like the way you've decorated these. Maybe one day I shall steal them. It depends on how much you do with this game, because oh man, I've had such a bad run of luck with like the audio and stuff. But I do want to get back to safety at some point. Right, so main gun is a cram cannon, 1850 mil. What is it firing? Hardener and
One
frag.
HP pellet.
Oh. 1 AP, 11 hardener, and 26. I wonder if that's an accident. I wonder if there's meant to be a single HE in there, or whether that's... It might be deliberate, I don't know, but...
I mean, it seems odd, because normally when you do cram Tetris, each pellet has like 2 or 3 connectors, so... For it to have one, just...
Oh, so it's only one as well. It's not even connected to anything. It's just one spare one kind of thing.
Yeah.
Always typing in chat. We might get an answer on this. I've got the change. It was meant to be full frag. Nope, I forgot the thing again. Sorry. Once again, took the hit.
It's fine. It adds a visual effect when every time it hits. It'll make a small explosion.
Benro 1, Tapper 11, real. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on there. Come on, throw a crown shell back at him. Ooh. Oh, that took a... That is wood, but that took a pretty big chunk out of it. I think pellet is collected multiple times and it... or counted multiple times so there's multiple connections, right? I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's right, at least, anyway, but... Yeah, no, it killed it. I think it got a good hit, but, like... Yeah, no, that seems to be about right for a demolition vehicle. A lot of damage. Cram shells aren't the most accurate. It's reasonably tough. That shell head on me. Very small, but not very expensive either, so nice combination here. This is, my equivalent is what, like a Vivian or something? And I know which is going to win that fight. It's probably not mine. Right, what's next? Mew. This is yours, I believe, right?
I don't know. Which one are you pulling out?
The D14.
Oh, yeah.
So... walk me through this one a little bit. This is the D14 Kongarek. Kongarek? I don't know. Oh. My immediate first notice, it's got escort fighters.
They're like actually kind of bombers.
Ah, okay.
Though not your typical bombers. They're cram mortars on planes.
Oh. Oh, that's the weapon on the roof.
Yep.
Nice. Does that work? I can't say I've ever tried that.
It's actually quite terrifying. It does actually work.
Oh, nice.
And these things are... And the thing about putting a cram mortar on the plane is you can make them so evasive and it doesn't matter because they just fire the cram up.
Oh, I see. So they can just... It kind of doesn't matter on the angle. Okay.
Like, they can... Through my testing, at least, they've actually been able to evade the crossbones AA completely.
A bit of thrust vectoring, I see. Yeah, thrust vectoring as well.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't think this thing has wings on it.
Do you have to actually set that up, or do you just literally, like, flip something in the settings? I've never tried
A bit of a bread.
Ah, okay. Is that like a community thing that's like kicking around, or did you have to work that out yourself?
Yeah, a bit of a community. You can actually go look at it. It's
Yeah,
Quite
because
simple for bread. It's like 3 parts.
I had a look at breadboards before, but I couldn't work out even how to like even just add anything to it. So it was just, or like no, get data. I think it was. Oh, okay. A50. Oh
You
my.
have to scroll to the left a little bit. Yeah, this is it. That's the entire thrust vectoring.
So it's get
Takes
the
yaw,
yaw.
multiplies it by a number, and then just changes the yaw angle of the jet.
Oh, so it literally gets the yaw angle. Is that like the input from the I want to be yawing at this angle kind of thing? Ah, okay. Multiply it by -15 for whatever reason, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. And then boom, there's your yaw angle.
Alright, okay.
Pitch, and then propellers do the same thing.
Maybe I will have to steal that someday. That's cool. I didn't know it was that simple. And then of course we have the carrier. It looked like a destroyer. I hadn't realised it was a carrier. So. Oh, it's a missile. I thought it was a jet engine.
Oh, no,
okay.
that's it's a quite a big missile.
Yeah. Not many components. So I'm guessing very large gauge.
It's a huge missile.
Now we've got combined electric propellers, I guess. Yep, combined motors. Propellers and thruster pods. And all out on propulsion. We have an interior. Let's have a little look around. We've got some control stations. Man's gamer setup.
Very bare bones.
Well, there's 3 keyboards for multi-boxing a MMO. What my uncle used to do. I suppose still does sometimes. That's the missile turret. We've got... so it's laser sight, I'm guessing. Or is that just for looks?
And that laser's for the missile.
Gotcha. Satellite TV. More laser track. These missiles as well. No, these aren't. These are... Is that... Can they coordinate?
Those are for redundancy.
Yeah, I was going to say, can they do like multiple lasers on the same craft coordinating one?
Yeah.
I know laser missiles are a thing. I've never really looked into them that hard, so...
Yeah, they're a very niche, but for this situation I kind of needed it, and it worked the best.
Bit of a sort of interesting kind of quad barrel. Oh, I see. Barrel may be longer than it appears.
A little bit.
Little quad barrel turret setup. I'm guessing this is sort of mixed purpose.
They're all one shell. I didn't get too fancy.
A saber frag. Okay. Punch a hole and then fill it full of stuff. And then this is interesting looking. A little stubby. Oh, I thought it was a... Is this actually a turret or is this something else?
It's just a detection little turret.
Oh,
With
gotcha.
a rangefinder and a range thing on top.
If you had told me that was like a heat ray or something, I would have believed you. Alright, let's give it something to shoot at, and let's actually remember this time. Let's see these planes.
Well, the crane motors you kind of have to wait a little bit because they have to get down. So I have no idea if the motor's going to live long enough.
I'm seeing a missile zooming off over there in the wrong direction, but got a bit of custom deco.
It happens sometimes. It'll hit road, it's fine.
Very high velocity on the Sabos, but I suppose that should be expected, really. So there'll be
It's a
some...
ridiculous amount of barrel length just to get them to have the full propellant burn because they have so much gunpowder in them.
Yeah, I suppose that's the advantage. Sort of the advantage and curse of small gauge. You can put more bits on the shell, but like you say,
You have a noodle.
They get high burn. It could be worse. It could be the old version of the game. I remember the sort of noodle barrel.
Alright, well it looks like the laser is not cooperating.
Yeah, I think your laser detection is drunk. It's tracking for a moment and it loses it. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know either. I've had this problem multiple times.
Have you got smoke up, Marauder? Are we missing something?
Actually, the way I set this up, I used I didn't use... What did I use? It's the laser beam rider, which doesn't actually... Smoke doesn't affect it.
Okay, In that case, I don't know. That sounds...
Also, these cram mortars are really, really just eating my words, aren't they?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I think it's pulled into a turn. Oh, that was reasonably close.
They do better on ships that are not being the marauder and turning a lot.
Yeah, I guess they're good on really big, unmaneuverable stuff.
Like the crossbones.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Oh, there we go.
That one dropped straight through the cabin. I think you just killed the driver there. Or the sailor, I guess. Captain, that's the word. Yeah, they're landing at about the right place. It's just they've got a huge lag before they start to actually land hits, I guess just because of how... Yeah, there it goes. So I actually didn't do cram mortars in one of the tournaments for a little while back, so I was like, these are going to take so long to load, I'm never going to land a hit, am I?
The accuracy of cram mortars also heavily depends on your detection settings.
Ah, gotcha. Also, hello, Heismaster. I did not see you.
Hello there.
Oh, I should check the chat as well, see if anyone's been typing stuff for me. Yes, I'm guessing you get the homing of the mortar unless mortar travel
I
time.
have no idea what the lasers are doing. This is
They have
depressing.
The cram mortars have homing. I didn't know this.
Yeah, they have a minor homing capabilities. Very minor though.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know they had that at all. Oh, yeah, there's another hit.
It's enough to get... Oh, it just died.
Enough to make them actually viable, I guess.
Yeah, those, that laser on the ship really just... I don't know what it was doing. It was a bit drunk.
You're late.
You're gonna see those keep falling, because...
There's probably like 50 of them up there now at this point.
Yeah. I don't know what those lasers were doing. Kind of depressing. Oh well.
Something. Right. Oh god, there's a whole bunch now. I'll add those to the thing. I might as well. I think our new guy's just submitted half his air force by the look of it.
So I will have to ask at Heismaster, have you ever worked with like laser missiles? Because I kind of have this problem where the stupid lasers just decide not to lock on. They just...
You mean laser guided?
Yeah, laser
or,
guided.
Laser beam riding.
Beam rating.
Okay. I usually have the laser emitter very close to the launching point of the missile, so that the missile immediately catches the laser beam and immediately rides it just after launching. And I also have a slight delay when the activated, so the missile can orient itself along the line of the beam first before activating the thruster.
What about the actual lasers like locking onto the target?
They do, but they have a 180-degree field of view, so they are a bit limited in their range.
Really? They have a 180-degree view? I didn't know that.
But you are probably talking about that the laser isn't exactly pointing at the target.
Well, it just stops tracking it. Just
Yeah,
don't
they
know
were
why.
just losing track. They'd like track for a few seconds and then they'd just lose it when the ship was turning a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's...
They're a bit slow to like refresh
I
or something?
need to see the firing arrangement of the missile to make a
proper
a
judgment.
correct assessment of this.
Okay, we'll leave that one for later since we're showing off the other craft. So this is the MBT-6. This is another one for our new guy. I think he's just dumped his entire air force. Yeah, similar sort of look deco-wise.
Muzzle brake, I like.
Yes, yeah. Again, I love the barrel. I love the deco in general on these. Honestly, they're really nice. I like the light as well. Actually, this sort of flashing indicator light. This is a little bigger as well. I'm noticing it's about the same cost. It's about the same actually. I thought it was a little bit larger, but it might actually be the same chassis now. I look at it. Let's throw in a Marauder. Not too much to say design-wise of this one. We'll have a look at the shell in a sec. Oh, no, detection is working. Just lost it for a minute there. Seeing quite a high fire rate again. 166. These are bigger shells than the others. He's firing. Another one with the secondary heat rounds. A few less components, but yeah, I guess that must be the type of shell he's decided he likes.
Not a bad shell.
I don't think they ever do that in real tanks, right? You either get heat or saber. I don't think they ever do. You get like secondary charge heat, but I don't think I've ever seen secondary.
I think they've only put secondary charge heat on like actual heat shells.
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
get through ERA.
I guess maybe they're just. Oh, I suppose then maybe just like then maybe just explode on contact if you like the what do you call it? The really solid like Sabo shell will probably like keep going, but the Hesh bit probably like or heat bit probably crumple against the back of it, I guess, on impact in real life. It might be doable, but that's my guess anyway, as to why they don't do it. Yeah, damage seems pretty solid. Is it about 2k a hit again?
To be fair, they probably could do it, but like, why? If the Sable can already punch through the armor, why do you need a secondary heat shell?
Yeah, I suppose that's a fair way of looking at it. But yeah, not too much to say on this one, because it's quite similar to what we've seen. His next one, though, is an actual ship. So we have the ISCC Remors. Oh, Remnors class, even. It's another quite modern looking one. It must be a theme for today. Oh my god. Look at that. With actual throttles and everything. Yeah, very nice looking bridge. Am can walk around in this one. he's got a rug. Oh dear. Well,
yeah, it's nice touch.
10 out of 10. He's got video game cartridges or something here. Kind of looks like, or RAM. Actually, it kind of looks like RAM. That one hasn't. Interesting. Should wander around in there. Is a bit. Ooh, very nice. You don't see that many interiors, but got some missiles in it. There's a campfire on. We have to go and say hello to that guy in a sec, I think. Nice external deco. Is there another way out? Down there? I guess we have to jump. Old man Consequences here, sitting on his barrel. I do like that. Where do they have to make this guitar?
Yep.
Okay. No, I do like that. I don't know why that's here, but I like it. Can we go in? No. Real fake doors. Oh. Bye, fella. Have fun with that. Watch out for the white flares.
Oh god.
Yeah, I guess that's the only bit you can go in terms of the interior. Unless there's something back here, which there... No, okay. So we've got a helipad, but with no current occupant. We've got these little interceptors? No, these are actual missiles. Some little radar-seeking missiles. Very nice box container. We've got a... Alright, game. We've got a... What is this? Like a phalanx type turret. 40mm Seawiz, 870 RPM, firing...
Kind of interesting is his cooling limit is a lot lower than his autoloader limit.
His what, sorry?
His cooling limit is a lot lower than the autoloader limit on the gun.
Oh, yes. Huh. Yeah, that's a bit rare. Normally that's the... Cooling's the easiest one to do normally, at least I reckon it is. I wonder if there's some reason he's got it limited to that, or whether it's just...
that's what I was thinking. There's got to be some reason to it.
Hang on, he's in chat. I can ask him. Actual heat needs a bit of space when you show an arm for optimal penetration. Right. Yeah. I'm going to call you for now. My boy. Any reason on that, or was that just a case of I hadn't noticed? That's kind of curious. See, Seawiz you normally want firing as fast as possible. What else have we got? We've got lots of these little black detection domes. We have some missile launchers. We're going to look at these first. Decoys? Yep, decoys.
See, I'm happy he put sticky flares on them, just to give them look like flares.
Oh yeah, because they're not necessarily... Yeah, because normally they just don't look like anything, do they? We've also got...
It's always a pet peeve of mine.
What we've got here? Frag. VLS, I would imagine. Yeah, one turn, so these will be like VLS. No prediction, no guidance at all. No prediction guidance or anything.
Yeah, just a one turn.
I suppose against big targets that should still hit. That's kind of surprising.
Oh,
I kind of consider at least one of the two guidances like mandatory, but maybe it works.
I mean, it does have radar on it, so it's not blind.
These are pretty substantial. What are these? Very high maneuverability for a missile that size.
A lot of fins, yeah. It's maybe for anti-air.
Fuel tank, signal processor, APN, one turn. These are almost like long-range cruise, I would have said, looking at them, but I don't know. The flight time. They haven't got regulators, though, so they're only going to fly for 20 seconds.
It's got 16 seconds of thrust, so...
Yeah.
This is going pretty fast.
Yeah,
so
it's
probably hit stuff.
Yeah, it's maxed out. Interesting. The thrusters are pretty much maxed out. We've got this very nice looking main gun. 142. That's decoed to look bigger then, because
He
that's...
really likes his small caliber, high fire rate guns.
Yeah, what's this one? The fire rate 96, 93s. This is quite a lot
That's
faster.
a rail gun.
The tank one, oh, is it?
Yeah, because there's no cooling
yeah,
on
rail
it.
use, yeah. Okay, so rail assisted.
Pure rail gun.
Rail assisted main gun. Rail gun. Let's have a little look. That's firing the saber rounds. Oh yeah, no gunpowder at all. It's just full sabot. Would you not want some railgun? What is it called? Is it railgun casing? The gunpowder equivalent?
Those just make it so you can have more rail charge. You don't need them, to be honest.
Okay. So
Though it really depends on the shell.
Fair enough. So is that all? I thought it made them more efficient. Is it just lets them have more charge behind them?
It just lets it have more charge.
Oh, fair. It's
Actually, I'm kind of curious. How much rail charge does it use? 7,435. I'm curious what the shell does, because his shell didn't have any rail charge on it, so it didn't do any damage.
So yeah, what was it? So 7435. Let's have a look. 7435.
So it might be max.
Oh, that's not 73. What the hell is that? That's like several billion. 7435. Muzzle velocity, lots.
Okay, that's a bit of armor penetration.
AP.
Jesus.
Ooh. Yeah, so that'll punch a hole right through most things then. Okay, yeah, that's a mean-looking gun then. What's the pad drain on it? If it's that high. Well, hang on. What was it? 7,000 per shot? Was it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so he said like half the ship's power is just going to powering that gun then, by the look of it.
Yep.
Not too surprised, obviously, on that. We've also got these front launchers. These are a bit more VLS. Frag VLS. Loads of missiles. It's got a number. 957. Got anything underneath? We've got... Oh my god.
Props.
Is this the most efficient way to propel the ship? I don't know, but he's certainly not skipping on. Jesus Christ.
He's got a few up props. Holy crap.
He's just said
Are
yes.
those all upward props?
Some are side, but
These,
in front.
roller.
Oh, they're just pure roll.
Okay.
And that would just...
Oh, it doesn't say.
So
That one's
it's just
automatic.
for
So that could be either.
stabilization.
Interesting. Oh, that's the... One sec, guys. Beeper! I have just realised I muted that on this, but I haven't on on the recording, so I've just suddenly yelled beeper into the mic really loudly. Because the other beeper's going. Mum's a bit deaf, so she doesn't always hear it. Oh dear. Right, let's try this thing out. What I'm seeing is many missiles and a rather mean-looking railgun, so let's give it something a bit bigger and actually turn on godly mode this time.
Oh god. It seems might be able to take up the grams.
Seems tried. You have to get those. Extra cooling in. Maybe that cooling upgrade it might be able to at that point. Oh, it took out one there at least. It looks like it can't quite manage the whole salvo.
Yeah, well, that's definitely dishing out some big damage against them. Actually, is that laser damage? Yeah, it's laser damage. Does it have lambs?
Maybe.
Because there's laser damage in the corner.
Yeah.
So...
I'm not seeing any laser weapons. Can't be these. What the heck is doing laser damage? Is that what these black nodes are? Oh! Oh, there was a flash. Oh, it's there. It's on the tower. I think. Yeah. Okay, so it's got a lamp system in the tower. Crossbones are shooting out a lot of this missiles. Damage is not enormous, but not all of them. Sorry, throwing this guy against a bit of a harder target than the others, but...
He's godly, it's fine.
Yeah, he's doing some okay stuff. Yeah, I like it. I like the cut of this jib. It's got a nice smooth look to it. I like the little fins down the side. It's what do you call it? It's like a well-refined design, I would say.
Very modern.
It's also making me go deaf from being anywhere near it, so we shall move right along. Right, craft submissions. I've got 4 aircraft for the last bits. So, the B4 Deluge first. Ooh. I like the cockpit. Immediate first thought. Little aircraft cockpit. So we are looking at twin engine. Yep. Bit of thrust vectoring again. Is it? I think it's
about
thrust.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's thrust vectoring. It could just be flickering, but nice.
He has wings on his plane.
Yeah. Yes, actual wings. Nice custom deco bombs or missiles. Whatever these are. Oh, also a ton of these. Ah.
Oh god.
Ton of little bomblets. Magnetic mines.
It's not bombs.
Let's throw them a marauder, do we? Oh, seed spreader. You know what? That's a good name for it.
Yeah, that is a pretty good name for it.
Although seed is normally the anti-radar aircraft, isn't it? I suppose, so that's a little confusing. But
I think he's referring to the amount of bombs he's dropping.
yeah. Oh my god, there's a wow. I thought there was going to be 4, so yeah, that's quite a lot. Yeah, rip that guy. That's a good measure. Yeah, okay, so damage out of 10 on that one. Wow, okay. What's next? The F4. Is Cringe going to have a rival? It's very small by comparison. This almost looked like, you know, like the prefab like aircraft hull that's like in the game.
Oh yeah.
It kind of, I thought it was that for a minute. I like the droop snoot. A bit of deco there. What have we got? 5 missiles by the look of it. This is actually, I know what this doesn't look like an F4 to me so much as like an F22 or something. Or is that like a modern F4 as well or something? Yes, this actually is just 4 missiles this time. 130.
No
very
gunfighter.
Quick. Say again?
It's not a gunfighter. There's no guns on it.
Yeah, nothing at all. You gotta be careful with that. If your enemy Sea-Wiz is good, you can sometimes struggle to get any hits at all. But 5 minutes. Okay, yes, I've got about 5 minutes, so we'll try.
To be fair, gunfighters are kind of useless because they're really hard to get any high caliber. Well, I shouldn't say that.
In reality, the thing is usually 90% of dogfights between me nowadays is launch a missile from like 10 miles away, if not more, and then.
Yeah,
But yeah, from the decks, at least in like Sapphire and that, I've seen the Hydras lose because they were missiles only, where the little terrible biplanes are actually getting hits. They had a gun on them. Yeah, missiles look fairly decent. I think so. Trying to move on. We'll call that there on that one. It's a very small design, but very cute. Sorry about this, my dude. It's just a case of how the timing's worked out. B3. Is this an earlier version of the B4, I wonder? No, this is different. Underslung intake, very nice. One big bomb.
Lex is little underslung intakes.
Big frag bomb. We've got small bomblets on the wing. Small. Small is the wrong word for it. These are pretty substantial. Okay. Any guns on this one? No Vulcan or anything? No little Helm Vulcan gun or anything? I don't know quite where you'd put it, but... another Marauder? Yeah, bomblets coming in. Nice reliable bombing runs by the look of it.
Yeah, definitely.
He's fine-tuned the range on them, I would say, by the look of that. At least. God, it was a good rough estimate anyway. I'm not gonna lie, I thought those seagulls were bombs. Yeah, very nice. Nice little light bomber. And then the last one we have time for is the F3. This actually does look like the same plane, so I think this is a... Yeah, this is like Sidewinders on the same plane, it looks like, or equivalent thereof. Radar Seeker, yeah, I think these are like anti-airs. This is an anti-aircraft variant, I would say. Does anything to add on it himself? Nothing at the moment.
Actually, do you have my J3 fighter bomber? I think you do.
Maybe. I'll have a look at a sec. Sorry, Mew, right? You said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a look at a sec. I can maybe show
Well,
it
I didn't submit that. I submitted that a while ago.
Well, I might. That's what I mean. I might still have it in the file, so I'll have a look in a sec. Missiles out. Closing. good hits. Didn't quite explode one whole chassis this time, but yeah, not too much to say on that one. Like, same chassis as before, but turned into a light fighter, and it's doing pretty well. Oh god. There it goes.
There it goes.
Those things go up nice and spectacular. You get a whole fireworks display.
Yeah, frag is very explosive.
A hell of a drug, kids.
Oh god.
You just keep saying about it as well. Was it the J3?
Yeah.
Light Bomber J3, yeah. Oh, this thing! Yeah, I vaguely remember this. Yeah, this is the one a little bit like the Buster, so it sort of caught me off guard a bit. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a gunfighter with 2 bombs to drop on ships. I built this a while ago. I think it was for one of your campaigns, probably. That's why I put it in your own fleet colors.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, it's actually got the right colours on it.
And the little round roll on top that you use.
Oh, yes, yes. I've got to try and remember that. Don't do frag, kids. Honestly, if I'm gonna PSA anything, it's gonna be don't do EMP, kids.
Don't do EMP.
It's like, I know it works. It's so boring for me to watch. It's why I don't like it for the campaign as well, because it's like I know it might work, but I'm just like, is it gonna look great? Because it's just gonna be I fire off a few volleys, blue happens, and the enemy dies. Like if it actually works.
Or it doesn't do enough damage, and you're just sitting there flicking your fingers.
Watching as I lose. Or worse, watching as the defenses are good enough to keep it alive, but the damage isn't enough to kill the enemy, and it's just stalemate.
Or even more, or even worse, you hit your own craft with your own EMP.
Did you see the end of the Nita campaign? I don't know how many people here actually saw that one, because it was a while back. I sent the Sky-Mounta, which was like the meanest thing I built in Nita. It's probably the meanest thing I built in this game in general, up against the Scarlet Dawn. And it fired like a couple of laser volleys, I think, from its escort fighters, which are full sky rays, and the EMP turret on the rear exploded and fried its AI and killed it within about like 2 seconds. Just like, oh, okay.
Yep, working as intended, I assume.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so I got a little short on time this time. But thank you for coming out, everybody who's here. Thank you for submitting your craft and everything.
You reminded me you wanted to review one thing that I forgot what it was, though.
So about a review, sorry?
You said you wanted to remind me about reviewing something.
Yes, there was something else. Oh, what was it? If I don't have time to cover it now, I'll write a note to make the stream longer. I'm going to add a marker on the post above. I am out of time on this one, so I will very quickly... I'll mark that. Where is it? Oh god, that's not the right one. No, mark this one, sorry. It is the... Oh god, what was it that got thrown at me? There was something at the last second. Oh, Headwood. It was the Hydras. Yeah, so I'll add those to next week's stream, or next time I do try and catch up anyway. Right, so we'll call that there for the YouTube episode.